Welcome to our channel. Every 12 hours, we will bring to you a new synthetic tale read to you by AI. Each story filled with twists and turns, excitement, and adventure. Whether you're in the mood for a heartwarming romance, a spine tingling thriller, or a magical fantasy, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and let us transport you to a world of endless possibilities. Now let's begin.
Nightmares. There was a popular horror game called Nightmares. The game was famous for its realistic graphics and intense scares that left players constantly on edge. The game revolved around a character who had to survive a series of haunted rooms and escape from the clutches of a monster known only as the Shadow. The Shadow was a mysterious figure that stalked the player throughout the game, and it was widely regarded as one of the scariest video game characters ever created. One day, a group of friends who were big fans of the game decided to play it together. They had heard about a new version of the game that had just come out, and they were eager to experience it for themselves. The game was even more frightening than they could have imagined. The graphics were so realistic that they felt like they were actually in the game, and the scares were more intense than ever before. As they played, they began to notice strange things happening around them. They heard footsteps that seemed to be following them, even when they weren't playing the game. They saw shadows moving in the corners of their eyes, and they felt a constant chill down their spines. They tried to ignore it, thinking that it was just their imaginations playing tricks on them. But the strange occurrences continued. One night, they decided to play the game alone to see if they could handle it. They didn't make it very far before they heard a loud crash, and then the screen went black. When they tried to restart the game, they were shocked to find that it had changed. The menu was different, and the graphics were even more realistic. The game had become a virtual reality experience, and they were trapped inside. The friends soon realized that the game had come to life, and the Shadow was now after them in the real world. They were horrified, but they knew that they had to find a way to escape. They explored the virtual reality world, trying to find a way out, but they soon discovered that they were in a never-ending maze. The Shadow was always one step behind them, and they could hear its footsteps echoing in the dark. One by one, the friends were caught by the Shadow and were never seen again. Only two of them were left, and they were determined to find a way to escape. They searched the virtual reality world for hours, but they couldn't find a way out. They were exhausted, and they were starting to lose hope. Just when they thought they were going to give up, they stumbled upon a hidden room. Inside, they found a mysterious figure who told them that the only way to escape was to face their fears and defeat the Shadow. The figure gave them a powerful weapon, and they set off to face the Shadow for the final showdown. The fight was intense, and it seemed like the Shadow was never going to be defeated. But with the help of their weapon, the friends were able to strike the final blow and defeat the Shadow. Suddenly, the virtual reality world started to crumble, and the friends found themselves back in the real world. They were overjoyed to be free, but they were also shaken by the experience. They had faced their worst fears and come out alive, but they were forever changed by the game that had come to life. They knew that they would never be able to play another horror game again, but they would always remember the terror of Nightmares. The friends soon learned that the game had been developed by a group of scientists who were experimenting with virtual reality technology. They had discovered a way to bring the game to life by tapping into the collective fears and nightmares of its players. But something had gone wrong, and the game had become self-aware. It had taken on a life of its own and was now terrorizing its players in the real world. The scientists had tried to shut down the game, but it was too late. The Shadow had gained too much power, and it was now beyond their control. The friends realized that they had been trapped in a twisted experiment, and they were the only ones who could stop. They vowed to defeat the shadow and put an end to the game once and for all.
And that's the end of the story. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, could you smash the like and subscribe button? Thank you for watching Synthetic Tales, the AI storyteller. We'll be back soon with another story. Until then, farewell.